Good morning, YouTube family. It is Friday, July 19th, 2019, and these are your morning announcements. I am so freaking proud of 4 women today. To the point, oh, I'm gonna start crying. Woo! Stop making me cry. Dang nabbit, I'm not crying. Someone just threw an onion in my eye. A whole onion. Anyways, I'm I'm very proud of 4 women today. Just so proud to call them my friends. Ugh. Sorry, guys. I'm having a moment. Anyways, these 4 women are Gloria D, J-Dub, Jessica, Lisa Free Spirit, and Lisa One Love. I am so proud of you guys. I'm proud of you guys because, well, first of all, let's start with Jessica, who was inspired by Gloria D to go on her live stream last night and talk about something extremely tough. And I'm not gonna reveal what that is here. If you are subscribed to her, you will, or if you were in that live stream, you will know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into details because that's their life, and I'm not going to go there. But anyways, she went on camera and she discussed something very, very hard that she had gone through for many years, and I can't even imagine having the courage that that she has. To go through the things that she went through. Gloria D, same thing. These women went through hell. Oh my God, I'm like crying all over the place here. These women went through hell and live to tell about it, and are strong and assertive and compassionate and loving and beautiful and smart and funny, despite all the things that evil people put them through. And I celebrate your strength, your tenacity, your courage. Hearing your stories was one of the most emotionally moving things I have ever experienced in my life. Straight up. As a victim of sexual assault, and I'm not saying that that's what their issues were. That's mine. I know what it's like to have to overcome the kind of PTSD that trauma can bring to you, and in fact, you never really get over it. But anyways, it's not about me, it's about them. They are awesome women, and I love them, and from this day forward, I am going to have them in my prayers every day, because I want to see these women thrive above and beyond anything that anyone ever expected that they would be able to do, because I believe that they can be anything they want, because they're awesome. I'm also extremely proud of Lisa Free Spirit and One Love, and Gloria too. It just goes to show that our love and friendship with one another will supersede any kind of drama or anything that happens. I mean, we're all friends. We're not always going to agree with one another. We're not always going to agree with one another. We're not always going to fully understand each other. There's going to be miscommunications now and then. But these three women rose above it. They spoke their minds and they worked it out. And they are healing. They're going to start the healing process. And I think that that's fantastic, because you're mature women, you're grown-ass women, and you handled it right. And I'm proud of you. I'm freaking proud of you. I'm proud of you guys for working it out. It's worth it. This is a very special group of people, and we need to work hard to keep that group together. And I want to apologize too. I need to publicly apologize for calling Dee Dee a hose beast. I shouldn't have said that. I said that in One Love's video when she was going off on her feelings, okay? And I said that, and I don't know, Dee Dee, I shouldn't have said that. But I'm going to tell you why I said it and why I had that knee-jerk reaction, okay? When I was a kid, I think I told you guys this, my grandfather was a pastor. And in the church that I was going to, there was a family who came into the church, and they started attending our church. And after the first service that they attended, afterwards they went over and talked to the other pastor, okay, not my grandpa, but the pastor that was preaching. There was two pastors. And come to find out that these people had been through a horrible flood. Their house was flooded. They lost everything. They lost all their clothes. They lost all their pictures. They lost everything. And they had gone to talk to the pastor to find out if we had a food pantry, which we did have. So the pastor hooked them up with a bunch of food, and that was that for that Sunday. Next Sunday they come in, they're in the service. The kids, one of the kids is actually in my youth group, was in my Sunday school class. And again, after the service, they went and talked to the pastor. And again, it wasn't my grandpa, it was the other pastor. And told him that they needed clothes, they needed some money for a down payment on an apartment. You know, said that they had no one to go to, they didn't have any family. And the pastor said, well, let me see what I can do for you guys. And he got together during the week. On Wednesdays they had like a prayer group that would get together, and it was most of the church, okay, that would go to it. It was almost like a Wednesday night church service. And so they weren't there on that Wednesday, and the pastor from the pulpit asked, you know, hey, if you've got extra clothes, if you know of a place where they can stay, because they were living out of their car supposedly. If you've got a job that you could maybe hire this guy to do in the meantime until he can find a job, blah, blah, blah. The whole church came together, gathered clothes, school supplies. One of the people there had just had a tenant who moved out of the apartment. They were going to let him rent this apartment for $100 for a 2-bedroom apartment. until they could like get on their feet. Another guy worked construction. He said he could get him on his construction team. Sunday comes, the family's there. The pastor meets with the family after the church service to give them this great news and to offer all this stuff to them. And he's like, oh, you know, we just got an apartment and I got a job. What I really need is the money. Well, the pastor was taken back by it a little bit, and but he still wanted to help this family out. So he dug into his own pocket and gave them some money. Now, within the next couple weeks, this family, the guy declares that he is going to school to become a pastor. And over the course of the next 6 months, this guy kind of weaseled his way into everything that was going on at the church, even preached a few times. He really got a strong following with the people who were in the 30-year-old and younger club. Not my parents, though. My parents and my grandparents were all of a sudden like, what is this guy doing? Okay? I mean, from day one, my grandma and grandpa were a little bit leery of this family. And so were several other people in the church. Well, somebody looked into his background, started following him around, and found out that not only did they not have a flood, they were living in a 35,000 square foot house in Whitefish Bay, which is a rich suburb of Milwaukee. And when this person took this information to my grandfather took it to the pastor, to the senior pastor, and said, hey, this is what's going on. The senior pastor didn't want to believe it. And within a year, that guy up and left with half the church. And it became a cult. Surprise! And this guy, too, was somebody who was throwing out Bible verses left and right, but claimed that he wasn't sure that he was a Christian. And by the time he left, he was saying he wasn't. So, I'm going to tell you that, you know, just watching maybe 2 weeks worth of Dee Dee's videos got me thinking about that thing from my past. It was throwing up red flags for me. It was freaking me out. And I passed judgment on her unfairly, and I shouldn't have done that. And I apologize for doing that. I let something from my past affect me now, and I shouldn't have done that. So I'm throwing it out there. I'm sorry. I really am. I will never do that again. And again, I'm just incredibly proud of those 4 women for coming together and trying to work things out. And even if something happens and they're not good friends anymore, at least they handled it maturely and you know, I mean, in life, you're going to meet people. You're not always going to like everybody that you meet, you know. Some people's personalities may just not jive with your own, you know. I love all 4 of these women 100%. I do. And I hope they feel the same way about me. I know I can be like over the top silly sometimes, and I can be loud. And I know that can rub people the wrong way. And if I have, I am very sorry. You know, I am a very jovial individual who's happy at least 75% of the time, if not more. And I know with some people that really rubs them the wrong way. They're always just like, why are you so happy? What's wrong with you? What do you want? I'm not on anything. I really am. And I'm really, really not on anything right now because I have quit drinking. Because I am trying to lose weight and get healthy. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I love you guys very much. You're wonderful, spiritual, beautiful people, and I'm so proud to be a part of this group of friends, and I hope that we remain friends a long, long time and lift each other up and help each other out, because we all need the sisterhood, and with some brothers in there too, like Brian. Mr. I like to flirt a lot with the ladies. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So I am at work now. So I am going to let you go, you guys. Batman is happy to see everybody too, as you can see. Look at him. He's ecstatic. So y'all have a good day. I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.